Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the August 2020 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Now please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your sun, moon and rising signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs and which video's title resonates for you most. Please also keep in mind that if you have a number of placements in a particular zodiac sign and you feel that's the reading you will resonate with most of this time, feel free to take a look at that reading, okay? It's not set in stone. So in regards to the spread itself, I'll be using a Celtic cross style spread as I usually do for the monthlies. However, there is a little bit of a twist this month. So I'll be getting the main messages using the Rider-Waite deck. But with regards to the clarification cards, I will be pulling cards from the Bicycle Bros Mind playing card deck. So not actually a tarot deck at all, but I will be using it as such, just because I really enjoy using these cards. They're really cute, they're really fun, and I just like the light-hearted colors and designs of them, so it's really nice using them for these reads. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see what's in store for you potentially for the month of August 2020. So I've already shuffled your cards, but I'll be shuffling them again on camera as I usually do. Just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing and even sharing my videos. It means the world to me to have your support, so thank you so much for coming back to the channel and checking those out. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you find this useful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when the next lot of readings go live on the channel, okay? So I'd hate for you to miss them. Okay, I think we're now ready. So we'll get to your spread for the month, Sagittarius. So far, the readings have been a very mixed bag. Some of them have been highly positive, like really, you know, embodying the energy of empowerment. Others have been more about closing difficult cycles and navigating, you know, the very end, sort of the last hurdles to close a cycle out for good. So we'll see what is in store for you and how these energies will pertain to your situation. I do feel like generally August really is about closing the door for good on something that really isn't resonating at the frequency that you're moving towards and that isn't aligned to your path, right? So I feel like there is a lot of doors closing and doors opening at this time. So in regards to your spread then, Sagittarius, your present circumstances, you have the Two of Pentacles, okay? So this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're still deciding something. You're still weighing things up in your mind. You're still coming to a decision, I feel like. There's something that you're still unsure of. There's mixed emotions involved, I feel like, with this decision. So that's what's making it hard for you to say a concrete yes or no to something. Because there is several different emotions involved. So it's not so easy to navigate. So you're trying to decipher what would be the right decision in this situation, whatever it is. We'll have a look at what that could be when we clarify. But it's something that you're trying to... I feel like you were balancing between two things or two situations, possibly even two people, not really wanting to make a decision either way. But now you're kind of being forced to do so, and you're finding it really tough, Sagittarius, because you're feeling mixed emotions. Perhaps you have love for more than one person. That could be the case, but we'll see when we move on throughout the reading. So in regards to your challenge at this time, you have the Hermit, so Virgo energy, okay? You could be dealing with a Virgo on one hand, right? But regardless, I feel like you're being asked to go deep within and really look at, you know, what you feel truly about the situation? What resonates with you at a soul level? What feels aligned to where it is that you want to head? What feels like it belongs on the path that you're navigating at this time, right? So where you're having difficulty coming to a conclusion or making this decision as to which path to take, you need to take some time out for yourself. You need some time away from those involved, right? And just really look within, you know, have a little a meeting with yourself, right? Your various aspects of self, and weigh things up in your mind and in your heart space. What does your heart tell you? What gives you the most positive feeling? What makes your soul rise, right? Whatever you feel like is resonating with you on a soul level, that's the path that you should take. So you need some time out to really reflect on that and to tune into what your higher self is telling you with regards to this situation, okay? So in regards to then your recent past, 3 of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, this could be where the 2 people are involved. Perhaps, you know, you were the one that was in a third party situation whereby you was with someone, dating someone, you know, in a relationship, possibly even in a marriage, and you found out that actually this person had you in a third party situation, that they were dating someone else on the side, or you were the one that was being seen on the side, like the third party in that situation. And because of that, obviously, that caused a lot of pain, that caused a lot of strife in the connection. And now you're at a place where you have to decide whether or not it's worth trying to heal the situation with this person, you know, regardless of what side of the fence you fall on, whether you're the one that put 2 others in a third party situation, or if you yourself was placed in that situation. Take it how it resonates. But you're now having to decide what path to take, you know, whether you want to walk away from this or if it's something that can be healed, right? So I feel like the realization is something that came out in your recent past. It could have even just been last month, or even, you know, earlier this month, you know, month of July, that this realization came out. You know, that the truth came out about this subject. So you're now processing, right? Because it's still very raw, it's very fresh, very visceral, right? These painful emotions. And obviously perhaps the way you found out as well is maybe very visceral. You may have caught them in the act, or you may have been caught in the act. That could be for some of you. So, not an easy situation at all. Okay, so in regards to your near future then, you have the 8 of Swords. Getting very much caught up in your head, very confused, very lost, very uncertain of yourself. Being a willful prisoner to the situation. And it's not that you enjoy being in this energy at all, it's just that you're feeling stuck either way. So perhaps you're not going to make this decision yet. That it's going to be a little bit of time before you make this decision. But the danger of that is, as I said, a lot of things are closing up and wrapping up in the month of August. So if you don't make a decision on how to approach this, the decision may be made for you, or circumstances may force a conclusion to the situation, right? Because you yourself are not acting, you're not finalizing what path you want to take. But that may then get taken out of your hands, that decision, right? So just be aware of that. In regards to your feelings, you have the 2 of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. 2 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you're like, I thought that this was just me and them. I feel like perhaps either if you're the one that was put in this situation, you're like, I thought it was just us against the world. I thought we were compatible. I thought we were on the same page. I thought you were my soulmate. I thought we were in it together. And that's not the case at all, because there is this other person involved, you know. Things are imbalanced. Things are not what I thought they were. Nothing is what it seems. Is this whole situation a lie? Was all of it, you know, one-sided all along? Maybe this wasn't a divinely guided connection. Maybe this is something I just had to experience to understand something, or perhaps, you know, there were signs that this was not the path for me, and yet I choose to ignore them anyway, right? So that's kind of the questions that are coming up. If that's not you, if you're not the one that was put in this situation, or rather you're the one that's engaging two people at the same time, you may be very lost as to who you feel is your soulmate. You're like, okay, I feel like one of the two is the person I'm destined to be with, but I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure how to determine who that is. And as such, I don't feel like I can give my cup to any one person at this time, because I'm just not sure. Right. So in regards to what's crowning you at this time, so what's within your power to affect, you have the World card in reverse. Okay, so this is it. Because a decision hasn't been made, because the chapter hasn't been finalized, this situation cannot come to a close. But I feel like regardless, the chapter has to come to a close one way or another very soon. So again, I feel like it's telling you, listen, not making a choice is also a choice, but understand that circumstances will come into play that will force a conclusion into the situation, because it cannot continue as it is, right? Things are imbalanced, things are messy. It is not coming from a place of clarity or alignment. It's just simply confusion and chaos, right? So as such, one way or another, probably more messily than not, in some shape or form, a situation will arise or something will take place that forces the situation to close, right? So yeah, I feel like that may be the case. So you have to be aware of that, because whatever can come about as a result of you not taking this action could be really unpleasant. Okay, it might result in a lot of drama, okay, is what I'm feeling. So it's usually best to just, come to some kind of decision yourself if you can help it. Okay, so in regards to your advice here, you have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, it's asking you to make a decision, take swift action towards something, okay? There's something you have to cut out here. So if you are the one that's being forced into this third-party situation, you might be guided at this time to sever the connection for good and move on, right? Move on with your life. If you are the one that's having this two people on the go, third-party situation, you're being guided to make a decision, because as I said, I feel like if you don't, things are going to escalate and it's going to close one way or another in a way that's probably very messy and very dramatic and unpleasant for everybody. So you're being called upon to make a decision and to stick by that decision, stick by whatever you choose, right? Act upon it now, essentially. Because you don't know what might be, with this energy, you don't know what's behind this horse, right? That's the problem. So if you don't act now, you may be forced into a situation that you really don't otherwise want to be in. So there may even be pressure from one or two of these people to make a decision, right? If you are the one that's being brought into a third-party situation, you may be getting, you may be getting some quick messages, or getting a lot of messages. I say quick messages, I mean, several messages one after the other, or several calls coming in that you're blocking, and this person's like, look, I wanna be with you, do you still want this to happen? I'm sorry what happened, let's just patch things over, right? And you're the one that's like having to make a decision, either to answer this person and inform them of your decision, or just tell them flat out that you're walking away, right? If you're the one that has two people in the equation, you have to make a choice, right? You have to choose. because soon that choice is going to be taken out of your hands. In regards to your external influences at this time, so this can be people, places, things that are crowning you, things that are surrounding you at this time, okay, environments. You have the Two of Wands in reverse. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your energy, okay? So I feel like, yeah, I think whoever's involved in this, you know, whoever instigated this situation is feeling like they're losing everything. You know, at one time they felt like they had the world on a platter, right? That the world was their oyster. And now they feel like they're losing everything, you know, but they're not prepared to lose everything. There's something that they want to maintain. There's a connection that they want to hold on to, but they're not sure what that is. They're still, you know, they're still coming to a decision, right? And I feel like if you are the one that's having to make this decision between two people, you're feeling like the world is literally crashing down on your head, like the sky is falling, is what I'm feeling, you know? And, you know, you're like, oh, my whole world is coming crashing down on my head because I put myself in this situation, and now I have to make a decision, but I'm not sure which one is the right decision. I don't know which path I should take and with whom, right? If you're the one that's been forced in this situation where, you know, you found out that someone has been cheating on you in some capacity, or they were cheating on someone with you, I feel like you feel like your world has been tipped upside down, that you can't see up from down anymore, that nothing's making sense, that you never saw this coming. I feel like this was something that caused a lot of pain, and it was very difficult to process. You're still trying to process what has happened and what has transpired. You know, it feels like, you know, the rug was just pulled from beneath your feet. So not only are you trying to make sense of what just happened, but you're now in a position where you have to make a decision. So, yeah, I can understand that that's tricky. But I feel like whoever was the one that put, you know, whoever initiated this situation, whoever was doing the cheating or whatever, they are... yeah, they're feeling like they're on very unstable ground, that they need to be very careful how they now approach this situation, because things are already very messy and painful. So they have to be very, very conscious of how they approach this situation. Okay, so in regards to your hopes at this time, in regards to your fears at this time, you have the Three of Cups, okay? Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be afraid that this will continue, especially if you're the one that's been cheated on, or you found out you were the third party in the situation. You're afraid that this is going to continue, that if you even try to make amends or work through this pain that you're experiencing and try and bridge things, you know, with this person, they're only going to put you in the same situation again, right? That they're going to give you all the promises in the world, but then as soon as your back is turned, they're going to be, you know, going out, meeting new people and just doing this whole same thing again, right? That nothing is going to change. That's what you're afraid of. In regards, if this is you, obviously, like I said, that has two people, you're probably afraid to let this go, right? You're afraid to let go of either connection, because both bring you some form of satisfaction and fulfillment, whether it's sexual, whether it's, you know, having someone that understands you, being able to party with this person, you know, having similar interests, whatever it is. There's different types of fulfillment that you get from each person, and that's why you'll find it hard to make a decision. And you don't want to lose either for that reason. In regards to your hopes, you have the King of Pentacles, okay? So Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you could have it prominently in your chart. You could be dealing with either one of these people who is strong Virgo energy here, right? Possibly. But either way, I feel like you are wanting, more than anything, you do want to feel like, you know, you are on top of things, that you are dependable, that you are stable, that you have, you know, all your bases covered. You want to be highly abundant. You don't want to just feel like, some things are working out and others are not. You want to feel like everything in your life has some kind of order, makes sense, is stable, is very abundant, that makes you feel very abundant, that makes you feel like you're in control, right? That you have significance, right? That you have good social standing, that you are financially well-to-do. You want all areas of your life to be harmonizing, right, on a higher frequency. But I feel like this is very material though as well, and very much to do with appearances. You want the world to see that you are stable and that you are dependable and that you are, financially independent, that you are financially stable, that you have everything that you need in life, right? But I feel like if you are the one that's being forced into this situation, you also want to know that whoever you're dealing with is just as dependable and just as stable as you are. You don't want someone who is, the opposite of that energy. You don't want someone who's going to lie to you, that's going to manipulate you, that's going to tell you one thing and do something completely opposite. You want to know that that person is genuine and that they want, a serious commitment, right? If you're the one that's kind of has two people either side of you, I feel like you are the one that's kind of, I think deep down you know that you can only reach this place if you are very grounded and stable yourself, and that you're making conscious decisions that are in your best interest, and that, doesn't put people in a bad situation, because you can't be abundant if you are creating chaos and disarray. And okay, sure, you might be financially abundant, but in other ways you're going to feel lack, right? So that's why it's important you come back to this place of being stable, dependable, loyal, trustworthy, someone that people know that you are what you seem, essentially, right? So, okay. And then finally, I didn't actually pull a card for the potential outcome, but I've got one now. I just took what was at the bottom of the deck. That's what felt right for me. You got the Chariot as a potential outcome, right? So Cancer energy. One of these people could be a Cancerian, possibly not. Either way, I feel like you are moving forward, okay? Regardless of however this situation ends, you will be moving forward. You are moving towards a desired outcome, right? So I feel like, your path is being cleared regardless, but it would be better if this was conscious decisions that were coming from an informed place, right? So that's going to be the deciding factor, and it will depend on you. It depends on what you choose to do, right? Okay, so let's go into the clarifications now. But yeah, it's a difficult situation to navigate. And that's the thing, even if you're the one that's kind of instigated this by dating two people at the same time, you can still make a decision, no matter how difficult it is. And you're going to have to either way, or like I said, the decision will be made for you. Because this is not an energy that you can stay in or a situation you can maintain. Because these parties are aware of each other, right? So it's in everyone's best interest that, people make clear what it is that they want and some kind of conclusion is made. There's resolution to the situation. Because otherwise it's only going to bring about more mayhem and more pain, right? And that's if this reading resonates for you. So just take it if it does, and, how it applies to your situation, because I don't know, of course. So take it however it fits. Okay, so in regards to your present circumstances, the Two of Pentacles here, you have the Ace of Diamonds in reverse. So this is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, while you or this person is juggling, there cannot be a new chapter, okay? And even if you're not the one that's having to decide between two people, if you're not sure on what to do, then you're going to feel stuck, like that Eight of Swords energy that I see in your near future. You're going to be stuck because you're not making a decision. There's no, there's no action being taken. There's no boundaries, right? And that's really important. The situation came about due to a lack of boundaries that someone had, right? So that's what needs to be reinforced, what it is that you want, how you want to progress, and just making that clear to all who are involved, right? So that they can then make an informed decision on what they want, right? Or what needs to take place as well. But yeah, until that happens, there's going to be no forward movement. So that's why it's essential that, a decision is made, okay? So in regards to your challenge, the Hermit here, you have the Jack of Clubs. So this is essentially the Knight of Wands, okay? So yeah, I feel like the challenge is for whoever is, responsible for this situation to go within and take a good look at what is it that they actually want. Do they want to keep messing around and playing with people's emotions and not being forthcoming on the situation, right? Being honest about the situation and what it is that they want, and just continue this kind of mess moving forward with others? Or do they want to actually bring about some kind of conclusion and do things more honorably, right? By being very open and honest about what it is that they want? Because either way, this energy cannot continue. So someone has to really do some soul searching on what it is that they truly want. And I feel like for you, Sagittarius, you're going to have to do that as well, regardless if you're the one that put two others in this situation or you were the one put in this situation. You need to do some soul searching and figure out what it is you want. Where do your boundaries lie? What will you tolerate? What will you not tolerate? What is it that you want? Who is it that you want? What kind of connection? What path do you want to take? How do you see your life shaping up for you, right? Because right now things are just, chaotic from what I'm feeling. So in regards to your recent past, the Three of Swords here, you have the Two of Swords in reverse. It's the Two of Spades, okay? So Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Someone decided to come clean about what was happening, or someone decided to admit what they had done because they were put in a position. They were put into a position where they were forced to, right? And that's what I'm saying. There is this energy of things being taken out of someone's hands if they don't do the right thing, okay? So this is it. So I feel like that energy is already in play because someone was forced to admit their mistakes, or they were caught in such a way that they had no choice but to admit that, that they were cheating, essentially. In regards to the near future, the Eight of Swords, you have the Four of Hearts in reverse. So this is the Four of Cups in reverse. So yeah, no decision being made, being stuck in your head, feeling very confused, very apathetic, but at the same time not wanting to stay there, but not knowing what to do to get out of it. It's that kind of energy. Like, I don't want to be in this situation. I don't want to feel like this. I want to get out of this space, but I don't know how to do it. I just feel lost. I feel stuck. I feel betrayed. I feel terrible, Or I feel bad for betraying, depending on where you fit on this, in this situation. But it's that kind of energy. Just feeling kind of hopeless, actually. Like, this situation is hopeless and how can I fix this? I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how I can be happy again while things are like this. Hence having to make a decision, right? So in regards to your feelings at this time, the Two of Cups in reverse, you have the Jack of Hearts in reverse. So this is the Knight of Hearts, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you cannot offer love where there isn't love, right? It's essentially that. Like, even if you or this person does love a particular person or feels love or strong emotions towards both people, you cannot invest to the same degree into a connection if love is not being expressed towards a person. If your time and your energy is divided, then either party is missing out on all that you have to give. They're only getting half measure at best, right? So that's the problem. And you're feeling that, you're knowing that, you're never going to get the full extent, or you're never going to be able to give the full extent if there's only half a cup being offered, right? If love is not there, if love is not being offered, if love is not present, right? It'll never grow into something more with more depth, right? In regards to what's crowning you at this time, the world in reverse, you have the 8 of Wands, okay? So 8 of Clubs, 8 of Wands. So yeah, something has to be spoken, something needs to be addressed, an action needs to be taken. As I said, you have the power to change this, right? Regardless of, like I said, wherever you fit in the situation, you have the ability to move things forward, right? So that you're not just caught and things are just stagnant, okay? So it's essential that you do that, because otherwise, there is no progress. There is nothing taking place here that's going to be, of benefit to anybody. Everyone's just stuck and feeling trapped, right? But either way, like I said, if you don't do something about it, then something will happen. Something will be communicated to you, and a decision will be taken out of your hands, right? So in regards to your advice, the Knight of Swords, you have the 2 of Diamonds. So this is the 2 of Pentacles. Again, decisions, going back and forward in your mind. It's asking you to cut that out. It's like, deep down, if you dig deep enough, you know what it is you truly want, what you want to move towards. So you need to just cut this energy out of being undecided, right? And really look at what it is you truthfully want and do something about it. Cut it out, or, move on with your life, or cut someone off, and express who you want to be with, or express that you want the other person to be left behind in order for the situation to be mended and healed, or that you want to leave this situation altogether, right? However, whatever it is that you want, that's what needs to be expressed, okay? Something has to be cut out, either the third party or this connection, right? In regards to your external influences, the 2 of Wands in reverse, you have the 8 of Diamonds here. So yeah, someone's trying to heal themselves. Someone's trying to work on themselves and focus on what they want to accomplish, right? So someone's put a lot of time and energy into mending themselves first and foremost. So this could be anyone in the situation, or possibly all involved. But whoever feels like, they created this situation especially, they know they're going to have to put a hell of a lot of work into resolving it, okay? That it's not going to just you cannot just sweep it under the carpet and everything's fine. It's going to require a hell of a lot of work if there is a specific person in this connection that they want to be with. Or even if they choose to walk away from both parties, they'll still need to put a lot of work into themselves and to ensure that this kind of situation doesn't happen again in future. So in regards to your fears, the 3 of Cups, you have the 2 of Wands, okay, 2 of Clubs. 2 of Wands in reverse, again, okay? So someone is feeling like, nothing's going to change. If I allow this person to, still have a place in my life, we're just going to be in this situation again. I'm going to find myself feeling lost, feeling uncertain, not confident, feeling out of my depth, the world has never, kind of righted itself, everything is still upside down. And that's not what I want. I want to feel empowered, I want to feel confident, I want to feel like, I can make sense of my reality rather than everything being so in reverse, right? So inverted. And that's what you're worried about. You know, you don't want to feel how you're feeling right now, or you don't want to put someone else in this situation again because you're seeing how much carnage it causes, you know. And obviously, you know, the jealousy, the anger, you know, the really strong, darker emotions that may be coming out of the surface. So you don't want that energy in your life. So, you know, you're afraid that you don't know how to really make a decision, but you know at the same time that you have to, because this is causing so much pain and so much destruction, right? So in regards to your hopes, the King of Pentacles here, you have the Four of Wands. So yeah, Four of Clubs, Four of Wands. Stability. This is longevity. This is taking those two of Wands and bringing them in the upright to create four, okay? Because you have the Two of Wands in reverse twice, and now you've got the Four of Wands. So you may have felt like the two people that you were connected with, or this person that you're dealing with, felt like having the two people they were connecting with was like the perfect union. So perhaps you or whoever put you in a third-party situation was feeling like, you know, the best way forward would be a polyamorous relationship. Perhaps the problem with that is not the fact that they want a polyamorous relationship, but the fact that they put you in such, or you put them in such a situation without either party being aware that they were in such a dynamic, right? That's the problem. A polyamorous relationship is one in which all parties are aware and are consenting to that relationship. This is not a polyamorous relationship if the parties involved are not aware. That's simply cheating. It's a completely different dynamic, okay? So this is it, but someone's wanting that. So if that's you, if you're the one that, you know, put people into that situation, that's what you're hoping for. And that's why you're not wanting to make a decision. But you have to see whether or not this is something that's even up for debate with these two people, if that's the case. If that's what you want, that's what you're going to have to express. If you are the one that was put into this situation, I do feel like the person you're dealing with wants that. But what you want is stability. You want someone who is marriage material, not someone who makes you feel unsure, unconfident, insecure, unsafe, feeling like this relationship is a sham, that they could bail on you any moment, that they could be cheating on you with someone else, you know, any time of the day. You know, you don't want any of that. You want someone who's very stable, that wants the same things as you, that has the same values, that wants to build a stable, honest life with you, right? Okay, and then finally, as a potential outcome, clarifying the Chariot here, you have the Nine of Swords, okay? So Nine of Spades is Nine of Swords. So, like I said, things are changing regardless. Things are moving forward either. It's like, you know, either you make a decision and communicate that, otherwise the decision will be taken out of your hands. But even though things are moving forward, and this is coming up for a reason, so that the situation can be resolved, there is still a lot of mental conflict here. There's still a lot of upset, a lot of just like, I can't believe I'm in this situation. This is horrible. Just like really being quite stressed and possibly even depressed over the situation, because it's toxic, you know. It was a horrible way for those involved to find out that this is the case. And I feel like neither party was aware until this situation happened. So either being caught in the act or someone being forced to reveal it because something was discovered, okay? So it was a horrible situation for, you know, both parties that found out that this was the case, right? And I feel like the person who initiated this situation, who put both people into this situation, is feeling a lot of guilt as well. Is feeling a lot of remorse for this situation, but they know that, you know, they have to admit the truth, the fact that they didn't want to lose both people, and that's why they're in this situation. But a decision needs to be made. You know, this energy needs to be dealt with, and everyone needs to be given the opportunity to move forward. Okay. So Sagittarius, I know this is not going to be for everybody, but for whoever this resonates for, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of clarity, you know, guidance through this. And, you know, regardless of where you fall in that situation, you know, follow your instincts. This card is the most essential card in your reading, okay? This is central to everything. Take the time out to do the introspective work, because that's what's going to help you come to your answer, right? So I'm sending you lots of clarity and encouragement with that. As I said, as always, you know, if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know how this pertains to your situation, if that's something you're willing to share, or if this was helpful, just simply if it was helpful. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, we'll see if this comes up when I get around to doing your shadow work reading next month. But for now, take care, and I will speak to you soon.